And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hey everybody, welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Hey Shaq, a lot of discussion about Dwight Howard. Some feel, and I think you at times, that maybe his offensive game isn't what it should be. Set the record straight for me.
Yes, with his athleticism and the way he runs the floor, Ernie, I've said many times this guy needs to average 28 and 10. His post move sometimes can be somewhat predictable, but defense is the strength of his game, and yes, he is the best in the league, but he can do more.
They like to call him Superman.
Who?
They like to call him Superman.
Well, they call him Superman. What do you call me? Superman!
Really, Superman. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
It's time, everybody welcome the Oklahoma City Thunder starting 5. At shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21, Andre Roberson. The big man, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 12, Steven Adams. And forward 6'10" from the Congo, number 9, Serge Ibaka. And forward 6'9" from Texas, number 35, Kevin Durant. And at guard, 6'3" from UCLA, number 0, Russell Westbrook. Scott Brooks is your head coach.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder are looking to grab one for the home fans here in Oklahoma City before heading back out on the road. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the win tonight, sir.
You know, checking out Oklahoma City, quite honestly, they've been disappointing with the start to their season. I mean, this is a team that has high expectations and pretty good potential to be a contending team.
Well, they haven't lived up to them so far, that's for sure, Clark. They're kind of lingering in the middle of the pack. They seem to be searching for a spark, and so far, searching in vain.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Howard is out there with Smith, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Harden loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Harden's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Rockets. Here's Westbrook. Outside for Durant. Here's Adams. No good. Great D that time from Howard. On defense, Oklahoma City. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Rockets lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
On tap this Wednesday, November 19th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Be there.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, Steve, Clark, what are your thoughts?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. PJ Augustine out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Cantor in at the center position.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Terry outside. Harden outside. Passes it to Moniunas. And the shot is good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Augustine with it. And Terry picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Durant.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the 76ers.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Ariza has the open look. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That's a nice way to end the half. The big three to take the lead as we go to the break.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Rockets on top, up 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Scott, you had other weapons working offensively, but you specifically asked for more from Kevin Durant. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, he has to be aggressive in a setup. Kevin's a terrific offensive player when he plays with the lower base, when he attacks off the dribble, but I thought he did a better job in that.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, he wants him to play with force.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Now the Rockets with it. The lead is 2, and so in the game for the Rockets. Beverly and Harden man the back. Trevor Ariza out there with Smith, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Now here's Howard. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Howard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Houston. On defense, Houston. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Good.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Here is Harden. The layup off target.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Stolen by Harden. Beverly with the ball. Almost, but it rolls out.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Durant, no good. Here's Prigioni. And Brewer kicks to Howard. Prigioni for 3. Good on the shot. He got it up. Oh, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets.
Coming up this Saturday night, November 22nd, Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat go on the road to do battle with the Orlando Magic. Live from Amway Center. Don't miss it.
I got my money, and I can't let go. I'm killing every second.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Here comes DJ Augustine. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Anthony Morrow out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Cantor in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Here's Prigioni. From the baseline. Misses off the left iron. And here is Durant. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. That one is on Ariza.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Andre Robertson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And then for Houston, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. Harden comes in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Pablo Prigioni. Now, here is Harden. Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to Harden. To the paint, and Beverly kicks to Howard. Ariza has the open look. It's good from beyond the arc.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Kicks it to Robertson. He dishes it to Durant. Left side, Durant. From downtown. Can't get the 3 to fall.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Trevor Ariza.